Hello, New York City middle school families. Maurice Frumpkin, NYC Admission Solutions, back with you this week for the next installment of our weekly video tips on the high school admissions process throughout the course of the year. Today I want to talk to you really quickly about a continuing topic, which is the Specialized High Schools Admissions Test, the SHSAT, and the Specialized High Schools. Now, this time of year, as you may know already, many students across the city are registering and asking for a ticket for this exam. Now, should you ask for a ticket and should you register for this exam, whether you're on the fence, whether you feel like you're not qualified and might not do well on this test, whether you're not sure if you're even interested in these schools, the 8 specialized high schools that require this test, like Stuyvesant High School, Bronx Science, Brooklyn Tech, and so forth. Should you register? And the answer is absolutely you should register. To me, I don't really care whether or not your grades are borderline, whether or not you feel like you can do well on this test or not. The reality is you have absolutely nothing to lose by taking this test and everything to gain by taking this test. And I want to emphasize that the results of this test will not be seen by any other school throughout the city. Will not be seen. So there are students that do not have the greatest academic record in terms of course marks and standardized test scores and even attendance in 7th grade that end up taking this test and do well on it. And you may very well be one of those students. But even if you don't do as well as you would like to, no other school throughout the city that you apply to on your high school application will see the results of this test. This test is a tremendous experience, a life experience, and you may surprise yourself and do well on this test. And there are a lot of practice tests given throughout the city, as we talked about last week, that you can take over these next 5 or 6 weeks to prepare yourself even better than you are now if you haven't prepared already. But get out there, see your guidance counselor, see your school, ask for a ticket, register for this test. When you get your ticket, you'll find out exactly the day you're testing. You'll find out whether you're testing in the morning or the afternoon. You already know where you're testing because that's in the Specialized High School Student Handbook, and it's based on where you go to school, not where you live, by the way. So my message for today, really quickly, is get out there. Register for this test. Ask for a ticket. You have nothing to lose. And by the way, even if you decide at the very last minute that there's no way you're interested in any of these 8 schools, as long as you have a ticket, you can option out at the last minute. But if you don't have a ticket, you may be in trouble and you may not be able to test at all. So ask for one now. Get out there, register. I think every single 8th grader and 9th graders have the option as well of registering for this test, as long as you are a New York City resident. So go out there and do it, everyone. Maurice Frumpkin, New York City, NYC Admission Solutions. We'll see you next week. Stay with us all year long for tips and advice on the high school admissions process. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.